I'm Joyce Dunklau. As the kindergarten teacher, I'm able to celebrate the 3 E's of early childhood: energy, enthusiasm, and expressiveness. You see those traits in your child, so imagine spending days with a group of children with those characteristics. These 3 traits make it wonderful and motivating for the peer learners and for the teacher. I've been around this energy, enthusiasm, and expressiveness of young learners for many years as I taught 3rd grade in Idaho, and then I received the call to come here to St. Paul's and assist in starting the preschool program and also teach kindergarten. I was excited to accept this position. This change was also welcoming to me geographically, as I'm originally from West Central Iowa. I feel very blessed to be a part of this dedicated faculty and the entire staff of our church and school. The incredible commitment of the congregation has remained strong as they have sacrificed in many ways to provide a Christian education here at this place, as we're now in the 145th academic year. The words of Psalm chapter 127, verse 3 are, "Children are a gift of the Lord." And I'd be honored to have your child in my kindergarten class in our next upcoming school year. I'd be thrilled to work with you too, parents, as I strive to keep in close communication with you throughout the year. And that's how we have what I call the learning triangle: child, parent, and teacher. I aim to meet each child where they are in each of the 5 areas of growth as soon as the school year begins. They will have grown so much physically, intellectually, socially, and emotionally by the time they enter on day 1. I had said 5 areas of growth because we have the privilege to assist you as parents with the spiritual growth as well. Therefore, we can address the whole child. As a faculty and staff, we follow the command and we trust in the promise of Proverbs 22, verse 6. "Train up a child in the way they should go, and when they're old, they will not depart from it." This statement gives us much direction, and it clearly states the purpose for this place. The Christian atmosphere created by this Bible verse and the smaller class size of students are the greatest advantages of St. Paul Lutheran School. The smaller class size invites more one-on-one time and provides greater opportunities for students to participate in class. I believe that learning must be fun. This statement is a top priority as I plan our days. We practice hands-on learning with many manipulatives. By this, learning is active and students are involved. We incorporate music into much of our day, and many academic skills and social skills are quickly learned through that avenue of music. 95, 90, 95, 100. I enjoy sharing many children's books during our days together, and we gain much from the long list of benefits of children spending time with books and reading. This happens both in our classroom and also through the visits to our school's library. Continue to spend time with your child in books. Remember, there's no app to replace your lap. Dramatic play and role playing have their place in our kindergarten program. This fosters social and emotional growth. Our curriculum materials are similar to that of a public school. In addition, we purchase our religion curriculum from Concordia Publishing House. That curriculum guides us through the year with various units as we learn more about God. Furthermore, I get the privilege of infusing God's love into these spontaneous, creative, and joyful learners. I can do this in each of our busy days of learning. His love and His Word provides a base for our discipline, management, and behavior program as we deal with growth in those areas also. I have the opportunity to make reference to God at work as we learn about things such as the 4 seasons or the changes in weather, and as we celebrate the many holidays during our school year. God's eternal presence is acknowledged as we learn about events from many years ago and we also trust that He will be with us.
I will never, never, never stop loving you. I will never, never, never stop loving you. Whatever you might do, whatever you might say, I'll never, never stop loving you.
How blessed we are to have a great
Big God.
who says He will never stop loving us. He may not like what we do exactly, but He'll always love us. Always love us. We have weekly chapel services with preschool to grade 8. Those are on Wednesdays, and they encourage fellowship as we all join in the sanctuary to learn more about our great big God, as we often call Him.
The number one reason our family loves St. Paul Kindergarten is Mrs. Dunklau. She is an amazing teacher. She makes our son Ronan feel so special in every way. He also has grown so much academically. He has reading and math skills galore that he did not have at the start of the year. And maybe even more importantly to us is his social, emotional, and spiritual growth that he has shown through his time with Mrs. Dunklau in her class. Mrs. Dunklau is also amazing at communicating with her families. She sends letters home every week to tell us what's going on in the classroom and how we can help at home. She sends a lot of text messages to us personally and as groups. We get photos all the time of our little children, and we get to see what they're doing in kindergarten, which is always exciting and fun. She's very good at asking us to do things at home too that tie into the learning. So she sends books home every week, multiple times a week sometimes, so we can practice at home. There are a lot of games that come home that we can play with our kindergartner. And our favorite is share time on Fridays. She gives us the week to prepare, and sometimes it's find an item that starts with this letter, or something that's this color, or something that rhymes with your name. Sometimes we count to 100. That's always fun to do with a kindergartner. She definitely encourages family involvement, always asking what we need or what we'd like to see. I asked Ronan, our son, what his favorite things about kindergarten are, and he said he likes blue shelf time, which is free play time, and that's very nice that she gives them that opportunity. He likes rest time too, which is important for their growth at this age. And then he says he enjoys being the big cheese, which apparently means he is the helper, line leader, that kind of thing. He said sometimes they have little cheeses too. Not sure what that means, but it was exciting for him. And last but not least, the treasure box, he says. They get to pick special things. They even send home books sometimes from school that we get to keep, and that's always very exciting for Ronan. So Mrs. Dunklau is amazing, St. Paul's is amazing, and we absolutely love having our son here.
I have printed materials that I'll be giving to each of you who have expressed interest in our kindergarten program. I welcome you to contact me or Dr. Wooster with any questions about kindergarten. You may call me directly or call the school office. I'll be happy to route those printed materials to you as well. I pray God's blessings to you and your child. Just let me know of any way that I may be of assistance to you in regard to your child in kindergarten. And I would be thrilled to see their name on our class roster for August 2021.
Hello, welcome to our kindergarten roundup for the year 2020-2021 school year as we anticipate the 2021-2022 school year. This school year is our 145th school year here at St. Paul's Lutheran School. We wish we could do our kindergarten roundup in person like we do every year, but this year, thanks to COVID, it's just not possible. Our theme, our mission statement here at St. Paul's is Christ-centered. Everything we do is about Jesus. Our Christ-centered mission is to assist parents in training disciples for here and eternity by making known the love of Christ. We encourage you to consider joining us here as we seek to work that mission. This year, the 2020-2021 school year, our theme is Sent to Serve, based on the Bible verse, "For the Son of Man came not to be served, but to serve, and to give his life as a ransom for many." That's what we're all about. Jesus came to serve us, and we are here to serve you and to serve your children. We encourage you, after you have viewed this video and after you've viewed any documents that you can find on our website, if you'd like to meet in person, we welcome that. Give us a call in the school office and we'll be happy to set up an appointment and we'll meet with you in person. Registration forms are available. Kindergarten is limited to 12 students, and the forms need to be filled in and returned soon because they are pretty much on a first-come, first-served basis. So the sooner you get your form in, if you'd like to have a spot, the sooner we can hold that spot for you. There are some requirements that we have to meet. Our physical form has to be filled out by your doctor. If you prefer to use, or if the doctor prefers to use their own physical form, that's fine. But the state of Nebraska does require a physical to be completed before enrollment in kindergarten. In addition, the state law requires that your child be 5 by July the 31st of this year in order to enter kindergarten in August. And we do need a copy of that birth certificate in case the state decides to audit us. We do have to charge tuition and fees for our school. We wish we didn't, but it's necessary in today's world. It costs approximately $7,630 per student to have our school operate. Now, we can't expect you to pay that. We have very, very generous members of St. Paul's, and so because of that, we're able to get our tuition down to $2,500 per year for the first child, and there is a discount for the second child and additional children after that. The registration fee is $50 if paid by May 1st. After that, it's $100. Again, you can see that we keep those fees as reasonable as we can. Our mission, again, is serving you and your children, and we want them to have access to Jesus. We like to say that Jesus is in every class every day, and that's why we're here. And we want your children to build a relationship with Jesus. Our registration fee is used for activities, paper supplies, some field trips, things like that, and it helps us to keep things going. We do have scholarships available for those who need them. There's an online application that can be done at faxmanagement.com. We can provide you with that link, and it is available also on our website when you look under the school part and search for scholarship and financial aid. Our bus fees are also around if busing is a need for you. Arlington Public School operates their bus, and on the bus routes, if you're in the Arlington Public School District, those are available to you. Those rates are adjusted each year in August. Currently, those bus fees are about $300. If you use the Menards bus and meet it in Fremont, that's an extra $50 for that one. If tuition is paid in full by registration night, which is in August, there is a $50 per family credit that's given to the tuition account. We do have public school services available on site. Generally in kindergarten that would involve speech language, and our person comes out here and meets with the children and provides those services. We do follow a school calendar that is very similar to Arlington Public School because so many of our students do take advantage of the busing that's available. And so if you want details on the calendar that's available in the school office, but our schedule is very close to Arlington Public's. We do have a hot lunch program that's available. We have a caterer, and that's one of the things that people say they will miss at our school. When our 8th graders graduate and go on, they sometimes say they wish they could come back and have lunch because they love our caterer, Mrs. Wolf. and she does provide very popular lunches. We also have a parent-teacher league, which allows for parents and teachers to work together for the support of the school. As your child gets older, there's a band program available through Arlington Public. They're also allowed to participate in basketball and volleyball through club teams that work here, sponsored by St. Paul's. They're also allowed to participate in those sports in Arlington Public, and many of our students participate in both. We also, for older students, have a student council, and there's usually, we couldn't do it this year again because of COVID, but we usually have the students give campaign speeches. They experience leadership development skills that way. So that starts with students generally in 3rd grade and older. That's a brief overview of St. Paul's Lutheran School. Again, we've been here for 145 years, and we pray God's blessing as we look forward to another 145 years and beyond. Again, if you have questions, please don't hesitate to contact me through my email or call the school office. If you'd like to meet in person, we'd be happy to set up an appointment for that. Thank you for your time, and we ask God's blessing on you and on your children as you make the decision on where to send your child to school next year. Thank you.